So we have water damage, warnings, and so I'm 58, not to say, I mean, I'm still young, okay? I'm 58.
We all
You know, I'm recording. You know. And so I remember when they were talking about this global warming was greenhouse effect. Remember greenhouse effect and El Nino? So, you know, it's the same soup warmed up all over again, right? So what else was in the picture? There was a black woman helped a white woman. There were EMS people helping people in wheelchairs. So that means that there were people, what they call ambulatory, meaning that they couldn't walk, but they had people helping. So that's why this is called neighbors helping neighbors. Okay, hold on, kind of like, all right. This is called neighbors helping neighbors. So in the picture we saw fire, we saw that wheelchair that looked like there was some type of fire aftermath, right? So it's the before warning, the during, the chaos. But what I saw was, in the midst of the chaos, people came together. We didn't get into our little petty stuff. You're in this tax bracket. You're in zip code 21218, and you know we didn't get into that. You know, people took action because a crisis hit us where? Psychologically. That fight or flight came in. You know, and so with all that's going on right now, you know, even with COVID, all the stuff that's going on right now, it's you. I got a lot of wisdom in this room. I have a lot of wisdom in this room. If I went to each and every one of you and obtained your story, we'll probably have at least 1,000 years of history and information. So, Ayana called me. I answered the phone and picked it up. I didn't know who she was. You know, she was like a, you know those debt collectors. And we spoke. I've been doing this in Baltimore for years, but no one's interested. I live across the street from a community center. They wanted to charge me to do something for free for the community. And so we all know that Baltimore City is in a crisis. It's been in a crisis. But then we neglect out here, which they call the suburbs. We neglect out here. We neglect you. Because with all of the wisdom in this room, a lot of these young people will not know what to do. Oh, I got back pain. Oh my God. Have you been drinking a lot of water? No. What about Bengay? Remember Bengay? Right? We don't get into Bengay. We get all these other commercialized icy hot and all this, and it's designed to last for a little bit so you can buy it again. Oh my God, constipation, all this other stuff. Have you heard of X-Lax? Remember X-Lax? So I'm saying this to say that in this room, old school wisdom is going to save a lot of people. There's some newfangled and what you call that, the AI and all that other stuff, but old school wisdom. People come to hospitals, they go to, what's that spot? Patient First and all of this, the sniffles, and they go to get the doctor and they get a bill. Well, have you thought about garlic and ginger? Or just like get some rest because you've been working so hard, you know. So that's why neighbors helping neighbors. And that's why the clips I've sent, you know, that I've shown was basically neighbors helping neighbors. Because in this facility, all hands are on deck. Can't wait for the young people. You cannot wait for these young people. If you do, you might as well just go ahead and eat McDonald's food and get constipation. Can't wait for these young people. And in this facility right now is where it's at. So I'm going to go further. So there's 3 types of disasters. There's natural, technological, and intentional. Anybody know any natural disasters? Any natural disasters? Okay, hurricane. Tornado. Earthquakes. Right, flooding. You know, hailstorms, and this new wind cold front thing that's happening right now. So, what's technological? What's a technological disaster?
Elevator go out.
No, but you're right. You're right. That's why I'm asking around the room, because the elevator going out in this facility is a disaster.
No kidding. They know over in that building next door.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they
You
do.
want me to go over there? Okay.
They can't.
So the elevator going out is a disaster in this facility. I don't know about no other place. But the elevator going out is technological. What about that train derailment in Ohio? And it spilled whatever chemicals. Yeah, that's a disaster, you know, to the ecology.
911 going down.
Yeah, 911 going down. See, we've been so conditioned to natural disasters that we forgot about the technical disasters. Like, electric going out. One side of the building has no water and the other side does. You know, and like you said, the elevator going out.
Cell towers.
Okay. Somebody parking in your parking place. Oh, that's not technological. That's Maryland Traffic Association. Okay. But again, what about intentional?
Somebody sets a forest fire.
Huh?
Somebody sets a forest fire.
Somebody setting forest fires, and then we have a lot of young people and older people that they're pyromaniacs. You know, they like to play. Huh?
Gas leaks.
Gas leak. That's a technological, and it's also an intentional. Okay. People playing with the fire hydrant. Rumors. Because see, we have to get away from disaster, floods, storms. We got to get away from that. We got it. How about this one? Young mother. Probably had no experience from you guys in this room. Baby crying profusely. She doesn't know what's wrong. But the baby may have constipation. Why? Because she's given too much milk and no water. Okay? See, I know who I'm talking to in here. She's crying. The baby's crying. She doesn't know what's going on. Young mother, inexperienced. Baby raising a baby. Disaster in her mind because she doesn't know what to do. And so we hear on the news plenty of young people that have literally murdered their children or abused their children because they could not deal with that crime. Then you give the child to one of us, and we know what to do. Keep that little behind occupied. That's what you do for the little people. But for that mother, it was a disaster. You have other intentions, not just nuclear and all this other stuff. So we have to really think about it. Rumors, that's intentional, because your integrity is important. It's a disaster if someone spreads a rumor or gossip. You know, it's a rumor. Okay, so we have West Coast fires all over here. Look at that, God. All up in Oregon, Washington, San Francisco. My daughter's in LA, I panic every day. So we have fires, global floods. Look at the east coast of the United States. Look at over here. OMG. Remember Ellicott City? What happened with Ellicott City? Twice? And that was a disaster. So we have not local floods, global floods. Because the planet is changing. Because the consciousness of the world is changing. So as we change, this planet changes. That's why you're very important in this room. Because with all the wisdom you have in this facility, you can have an accident-free environment. Heat wave. I don't know when the last time we really had a heat wave, but we did have one last year. But what happens with heat wave? What could be a technical disaster go wrong during a heat wave? Your air conditioning.